Today we're going to learn how to draw 5 different types of leaves. I will start with the simplest leaf, and what we will do is draw a circle. Then for the stem of the leaf, you will draw a small rectangle. To add detail to the leaf, you will add veins inside of the leaf. I'll do that by drawing a straight line and then short lines coming off of it. The veins on a leaf is how the leaves get water. Next, we'll move on to a different kind of leaf. This one is pretty similar to the circle one, but instead we're going to draw an oval. You'll do the stem of the leaf, the line coming up to show the vein, and then I'm going to have vines going all the way to the ends on both sides. Okay, next we're going to get a little more complicated. You are going to start with a curved line that looks like this, and then come back down to the bottom and another curved line. So it's kind of like an eyeball shape if you looked at it from the side, or a football shape. Next, you'll add a stem. Your stems can be straight or they can be curvy like this one. A vein going through the middle of the leaf, and then more veins. You could do a V shape for your veins. Okay, I will show you 2 more leaves. This next leaf reminds me of a cloud. You are going to start with a curvy, bumpy line that gets smaller as it comes to a tip. And then a stem, a vein that cuts it through the middle, and then a V for extra veins. Let's try that one another way. You could start with the top, and then have curves coming out from the sides. Okay, let's try one more leaf. This leaf will be similar to this cloud leaf, but it will be pointy. I am going to start with a triangle at the top. Well, not a full triangle, but like an upside down V. And then points coming off of it. Let's try that one more time because it's kind of tricky. Upside down V, smaller points, or bigger points like that. You could have one like that too. And then a round bottom. You can fill your sheet up with as many leaves as you want, and then you could always pick your favorite leaf. This one, I'll try a curve at the bottom, points, and a big point on top. Your leaves can be big, they can be small. The size is up to you. Once your leaves are done in Sharpie, if you use pencil, please outline in Sharpie. Next, we'll do watercolor. Since our leaves are fall leaves, we will be using warm colors. Our warm colors are colors that you would see in fire: yellow, orange, and red. To give my leaves a tie-dye look, I'm going to start by getting my brush a little bit wet and then getting my leaf flat. Next, I'm going to pick a color. I will pick yellow first and add color to the leaf that I already got wet. So I get the leaf wet first, and then I add my warm colors. This is what we call a wet on wet painting technique, because you have wet paper that you are getting even more wet with your wet paint. And it kind of looks like tie-dye, doesn't it? I'm going to add brown for my brown stem. Let's try one more together. I get my leaf wet with my paintbrush. I'm making sure that I'm not going out of the lines. This time I'll start with red. And then I will move on to orange. I'm going to add a tiny bit of yellow. And then paint my stem brown. Notice that when I switch between colors, I always clean my brush off because I don't want my paints to get all mixed up together. So always clean your brush off before you start a new color. If you clean your brush off and it's too wet, what you can do is simply give it a light tap, and that will get some of your extra water off. Okay, I'm going to put this on speedy mode so you can see what the rest looks like.